Welcome to week 6, part 2, linear equations. So to start, we review on some point. We have some linear equation form, that point slope form, slope intercept form, horizontal line, vertical line, general form, and standard form. And then we know the popular one, the most common one is the point slope form and the slope intercept form. Also, today we will review on if we have two lines, non-vertical line with the slope m1 and m2, there will be parallel, and how the parallel look like is on the left side right here. If they are parallel, so they will have the same slope m. So slope here is, in this case, m equal 2, so they will have the same slope. So for the parallel, we have m1 equal m2. m1 is the slope of the functions y1, and m2 the slope of function y2. Okay, so perpendicular case is when the two, we can say this is y1, this is y2, y1, y2. In this case, y1 and y2 will perpendicular when they cross and make a 90-degree angle. That they call the perpendicular, and in that case, the slope of m2 will be negative the reciprocal of m1. It means m2 equal minus or negative 1 over m1. And equivalently, if you multiply m1 and m2, we have the product of negative 1. And just to review, the slope is right over run, and is for the 2 point x1, y1 and point x2, y2, you will have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Alright, so the first question for this video will be question number 11, and here they given m and the y-intercept. That is the slope-intercept form. So we need that, and we know this one is our b, right? So we have to write that down again. So here we have y equal mx plus b. Okay, so now we plug in the given information. So y equal m equal 9, x, and then b is minus 4. Alright, so for number 12, it will be the same. They are given, we have m equal negative 4 over 3, and then y intercept equal 0, 21. So our b value will be 21, right? So y equal mx, so negative 4 over 3, that m value, x, and then we plus b is 21. Alright, this one is similar, so we know that this value is b. So we have y equal m is 3 over 5, x minus 7. Now we go to the point slope form. It means the given information will be a slope m and a point. It's not necessary to be an intercept. Any point lie on the line. So how we do that? We know that for this point, this is our x1, comma, this is our y1. That's the output, right? Alright, so now we write out y subtract y1 is -3 equal m is -5 m is -5 open parenthesis x minus x1 is 7. Alright, so when we plug in, which one is the value we always keep? That is the y minus, okay, open parenthesis equal m open parenthesis times x minus, so those space, bubble space right here will be the value you have to plug in. That is the given. This is m positions, this is the x1, and this is y1. So those is given. Alright, now we have to simplify it, and we want to rewrite this equations at the slope and intercept form. Okay, so we have y plus 3 equal -5x plus 35. So that negative with negative make it positive. Remember that. And we have negative times positive is negative. We have negative times negative is positive. So we subtract 3 both sides. We will have y equal -5x plus 32. So in these questions, we'll just apply that. So we have y minus y1. Here is our x1 and y1 value, right? So y minus y1 is -2. And then equal m is 9/7 times x minus x1. x1 is -5. Okay, we have to distribute the negative first. So we have y plus 2 equal 9/7 open parenthesis x plus 5 close. So be careful when you have negative and negative, that will produce positive. Okay, now next step is we FOIL the right hand side, so 9/7 times x plus 45/7. Now we subtract 2 both sides. What we got is y on the left hand side that equal 9/7 x. Now 45/7, then subtract 2. That is the same as 45/7 subtract 2/1. And now to be the same denominator, or least common denominator in this case is 7, I will multiply 2/1 by 7/7. So that will make 45 subtract 14 all over 7. And that is 5 subtract 4 is 1. 4 subtract 1 is 3. 31/7. So right here, plus 31/7. Now, these questions, they're not given the slope anymore, but they give you they give you the slope, they give you 2 points. So this is our x1 comma y1, that point, the first point, and then the second point is x2 comma y2. Now we have to find the slope, and we choose one of the point from those point to plug in the point slope form. So for the slope m, that equal y2 is 9 minus y1 is negative 3 over x2 is negative 8 minus x1 is 7. Alright, so we have 9 plus 3 over negative 15. That 9 plus 3 is 12 over negative 15. That is negative 4 over 5. Alright, we have m equal negative 4 over 5. Now we just plug in. I always choose the point have the x and y value is small number. So compare 7 and negative 3, 8 and 9. I will choose the first one. So y subtract negative 3, that's the y1, equal m, we just find 4 over 5, open parenthesis, x minus x1, that's 7. I choose that point, negative 3 for y1, x1 is 7. Now, this one will be y plus 3 equal negative 4 over 5x plus 28 over 5. Now we subtract 3 both sides. We have y equal negative 4 over 5x, and then we have 28 over 5. We subtract 3 over 1, and we know that the common denominator is 5. That's the least common denominator. So now they have the same denominator. We have 28 minus 15. That equal 13 over 5. So we plug in here 13 over 5. Similar for this question, the first thing we have to find is the slope m. The slope m, we know that is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So we plug in. So now y2 is negative 6 minus y1 is minus 2. And then we have x2 is 12 minus x1 is 7. So minus 6 at 2, remember this one from the positive, that will be negative 4. Over 12 minus 7, that will be 5. So we'll have slope m equal negative 4 over 5. And which point I choose? Still 7 and negative 2. That's small point, right? That's small value of x and y. So I will take y minus y1 is negative 2 equal, the slope is negative 4 over 5, open parenthesis, x minus x1 is 7. Now y plus 2 equal negative 4 over 5x plus 28 over 5. Alright, we have minus 2 both sides. Y equal negative 4 over 5x. Now 28 over 5, we minus 2 is over 1. The common denominator, the least common denominator is 5, so we have multiply 2 over 1 by 5 over 5. So we'll have 28 subtract 10 over 5. That is 18 over 5. So plus 18 over 5. Okay, this one is similar. So we have to find m equal the y2 is 31 minus the y1 is 3 over the x2 is negative 1 minus the x1 is negative 5. Right, this one make it positive, right? So negative 1 plus 5 is 4. And 31 subtract 3 is 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7. So now the slope m is 7. And which point should I choose? The first one. Because it's compared to 31, I don't want to work with that number, right? It's big number. So y minus y1 is 3 equal m is 7 times x minus x1 is negative 5. So 7x, this one is positive, so 7 times 5, 35. Now we add 3 both sides. Y equals 7x plus 38. Alright, so question 19 is about a parallel. So the equation we want to find will be parallel to the equation y equals 5 over 3x plus 2 and passing through that point. So this is the given point. So we have x1, y1, that's the given point. And then this is the slope, they parallel. Remember the parallel is mean m1 equal m2. So our m will be equal 5 over 3. Now we use the point slope form to finish these questions. So y minus y1 is 7 equal 5 over 3 times x minus negative 10. Now this one will be positive, right? So 5 over 3x, then plus 50 over 3. Now we plus 7 both sides. We have y equal 5 over 3x, and then 50 over 3, we plus 7, that's 7 over 1 is the same, right? Then multiply by 3 top and bottom, so that have the same denominator. So we'll have 50s and plus 21, right? So that should be 71 over 3. And 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 not divisible by 3, so that should be 71 over 3. That is the simplified one. Number 20, we have the perpendicular case. So for the perpendicular, remember the arm will be negative. The reciprocal, it means you flip it. So 3 over 5. This one they say m 2 equal negative 1 over m1. So m equal negative 1 over 5 over 3. That is negative 1, right? Divide by the fractions will be multiplied by the reciprocal. So 3 over 5, that we have negative 3 over 5. So you see that it's easy to just flip it when the fractions just flip over, like top to the bottom and bottom switch to the top. Now we have x1 and y1 here as well. So y minus y1 is 7 equal m is negative 3 over 5 x, right, comma, open parenthesis, x minus x1 is minus 10. Alright, so this one will be from positive, and then we'll have y minus 7 equal negative 3 over 5x, and then minus, because you have negative 3 over 5 times positive 10. That will be negative 30 over 5. And what is 30 over 5? 30 over 5 is 6. So we will plus 7 both sides, plus 7. So y equal minus 3 over 5x. Negative 30 over 5 is negative 6, plus 7 is positive 1. Number 21, this case is parallel, but this not in the slope-intercept form, right? So we have to solve for y first to see what is the equations for this one. So we have 2 minus 7x both sides. What we have will be negative 4y equal minus 7x plus 33. Then divide both sides by negative 4. Then we cancel that. We have y equal negative 7 divide negative 4. That will be 7 over 4. X plus 33 over negative 4. Or you can write negative or minus 33 over 4. Alright, now they said the equation we want to find will have the same slope with that equation. So this one m will be 7 over 4. Now we can write that at y minus y1 is 9. And then equal m is 7 over 4. Open parenthesis, x minus x1 is 4. And we have y minus 9 equals 7 over 4 times x minus 7. 7 over 4 times negative 4 will be negative 7. Okay, so now we will plus 9 both sides. We have y equals 7 over 4x plus 2. Number 22, similar, right? But this case we have perpendicular, so we solve for the m first, right? So we solve for the y first in this case, and then from that we know the m, the slope of given equations. So this one is similar, so we subtract 7x both sides. That the previous questions is the same, so we know that We divide both sides by -4, so we'll have 7 over 4x minus 33 over 4. Okay, now this perpendicular, so will be negative reciprocal, so 4 over 7. We flip it. So y minus y1 is 9 equal negative 4 over 7, open parenthesis, x minus 4. Okay, so we have y minus 9 on this side, negative 4 over 7x plus 16 over 7. Now add 9 both sides. We have 16 over 7 plus 9 over 1. Multiply 7 over 7 so that they have the same denominator. It's 7, so 16 plus 63. That's 79 over 7. So we have y equal negative 4 over 7x plus 79 over 7. Okay, so number 23, we solve for y, so subtract 3x both sides. We have negative 4y equal negative 3x plus 1. Now divide both sides by negative 4. We have y equal 3 over 4x minus 1/4. Parallel, right? So the m will be the same as that, 3 over 4. And we write y minus y1 equal m is 3 over 4. X minus x1 is 5. So y plus 7 equal 3 over 4x minus 15 over 4. Subtract 7 both sides. We have y equal 3 over 4x. Now, minus 15 over 4 minus 7 over 1 times 4 over 4. So that we have the same common denominator. So negative 15 minus 28. So we will have negative a plus 5 is 13. Remember 1. So that 2 plus 2 is 4 over 4. So we have that minus 43 over 4. Alright, this one is perpendicular. So we do the same, minus 3x both sides. Then divide both sides by negative 4. Now it's perpendicular, so the m will be minus the reciprocal, so negative 4 over 3. Now y minus y1 equal negative 4 over 3 is m. Open parenthesis, x minus x1 is 5. Now we have y plus 7 that equal negative 4 over 3x plus 20 over 3. Now subtract 7 both sides. Y is equal negative 4 over 3x. Now 20 over 3 minus 7 over 1 times 3 over 3, so that we have the least common denominator is 3. So that will be 3, that will be 20 minus 21, that minus 1/3. Thank you for participating in this video. See you in next part.